My name is Isatou Jallow. My project is called the Janga Center. It is a design of an after-school program that I hope to implement in my country back home in Gambia. I've lived in the US now for getting close to 18 years now, and I don't go back a lot, but the last time I went, it was just shocking. To me, I don't feel that we've progressed at all when it comes to education. It felt as if we went backwards. There's not that enthusiasm anymore for education. Schools are much more expensive. The public schools are not doing any better at all. It's just hard for parents in those kinds of low-income neighborhoods to give that additional help that their children need, because the after-school programs that are there is really private tutors, and private tutors are expensive. Only the elite few can afford that. So the people who are in those neighborhoods, they can't really help their children, but they also cannot find the help. When students go to school, the learning stops at school. And we all know that going back home and learning again, like reinforcing what was learned at school, that's really helpful. So for me, it's like addressing those communication barriers. I can't really educate a population, but I could provide an alternative to where they could go. So when I did the lead review, I looked at models in the US of what after-school programs look like. I looked at after-school programs that are geared towards the community. I thought that I would want to do something similar that will be customized to the problems that my community is facing. So I did basically the entire plan of what we'll be teaching, who would be teaching in it and all that. And then I wanted to show a model of it. So I said, okay, let me try to find a software that I can use and design the school itself. So I used SketchUp to design it. The Janga Center has unique features. So one of the main things is that whether parents are educated or not, they can get involved in their child's education. They can come in to learn with the kids, or they can help with craft work and have do projects with the kids. And this could be, a learning opportunity for both the parents and the kids. Another thing is the volunteers there would be university students and retired teachers, and they could help to be tutors in the center. It will include a library where the kids can come in, learn the basics, but also get a book to read. Some kids can read, but they don't even have a book. I know that I grew up not having any storybooks around me. There's libraries, but it's not very common. Another unique feature is that I want to add a playground to the center, because when I went back home in December, Gambia doesn't really have playgrounds. You take that for granted here, but it doesn't really have that. Actually, I was with my 2-year-old and we went to this place, and my daughter wanted to play, but we had to pay. People think play is just play, but play is a part of learning. And I thought that would be a good way of incorporating, making the playground an incentive for kids to come in, but also extending the learning beyond the classroom. Another thing that's unique would be that there will be a feedback mechanism to parents when their child has done well. Most parents in low-income communities never hear from the schools until their child has done something wrong. If you fight with somebody or you get in trouble, then your parents get called in. But what I wanted to do was to make a feedback mechanism using emojis. So if your child comes to the school and reads a book, then you'll get a text, because most parents are not educated. Also, I don't want to send you a lengthy email telling you how your child's day went, but I think that emojis could be a good way of saying they've done well. I would really like to implement this, but first I need to figure out how to fund it. That's the first step. And then I would like to go back home and talk to people and see how I can get this done. Even if I don't start with building a center, I would like to start with having an after-school program. You have to think that you're in a developing country. Probably there's nothing unique about this Janga Center for people who are here. A playground is nothing new. An after-school program is nothing new. But for us, it is something completely new and different.